So nowadays, in most situations of arranged marriages, it never goes well. They don't want each other. They don't know each other. They're not with it. Well, what about if you actually meet said, wife or husband, and you're like, I can work with this. So basically, that's what happens in this one. So Chinenye and Clinton are, royal heirs to the throne, but they've grown up away from the kingdom. So like Chinenye has a fashion business she runs. Clinton has like a construction business that he runs. So they're very modern and Western. And they're like, I can't only get married for, the kingdom, I have to get married to someone that I love. But they're both willing to meet each other and see how things go. And luckily, when they meet, they actually hit things off. Things go great. They fall into like, if not love with each other, and they agree to get married. Get married, everything seems great. Chinenye even gets pregnant. Like, we're pushing far ahead. The fairy tale is ferrying. That is until out of nowhere, Chinenye changes up a few weeks or months into the marriage. She's very distant. She's treating him like crap. This is more than pregnancy hormones. Something is going on. Now, what is that thing? Why has Chinenye switched up? Is she going to switch back? What's going to happen? And, Omeche is her loyal maid on the left that's there for the whole ride, front row and center, sees everything, and is there like just her loyal maid to support her. And she ends up like, kind of getting rewarded for her service and stuff like this in the end. But yeah, it's like, what's going on? So, I mean, I don't want to give too much of the movie away because it's actually a very, very good movie. And I loved the storyline. It was just very long. That's the only complaint I have about this film, is that it was very long. I think this movie was like 3 hours and change. So, have enough time when you sit down to watch this. But I honestly understand why it was so long, and I think that length of time was needed because they had to build the story between Clinton and Chinenye. They had to show the downfall. They needed time to explain. Like, there was a lot of detail put into this film, which I loved, and that's really what sold this movie. And because of that detail, the emotion, the passion, the connection was able to shine through. Clinton and Chinenye did a phenomenal job. So did Omeche. Everyone did an amazing job in this movie. The storyline was phenomenal. I loved the ending. Every single nook and cranny, all the detail, all the acting, the production was great. Like, I loved all the royal garb and wear. Like, honestly, this movie was an A+. Like, it was great. Just like I said, make sure you have enough time to sit down and watch it.